throw this away. Oh, and of course, we need the drink that this stream is brought to you by. Alright, let's wait for some people to get into this chat room. Hello! This is my work computer. Welcome to my office. Put this down a little. We got no leaks? Alright, good. We got no leaks. Can't have leaks, boys. We gotta go get the drink this stream is brought to you by. And then we're ready to get started. Oh, I didn't set the title of the stream. Ugh. I'll go change that. Probably still something stupid about Cheap ETH. Has nothing to do with Cheap ETH, I promise. I never know how to do this. Customize channel. Stream manager. No, edit stream info. Here we go. Is this it? Edit stream info. Oh, okay, not Cheap ETH. Do openpilot tools work? Let's find out. Alright, we got people in chat. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, someone subscribed. Oh, do I have it as subscribers only? We'll let everybody chat for now. But if it gets shitty, we're going to go back to subscribers only. Good morning. Good morning. Alright, we got 0 viewers right now. I don't know why. We'll add everyone on Discord once the stream gets going. Let's first GitHub, comma.ai, openpilot. So I'm in an incognito mode window, so none of you guys are going to, this is a experience that all of you can have at home. Now, we are doing this from my computer. I know what we're going to do. Let's just move. Let me just check something quickly. Alright, cool. So I'm just going to move my normal installation of openpilot into this stream folder. And now we have no openpilot anymore on my computer. We just have that crap. I'll put the chat up here. I have 3 monitors at work, which is pretty nice. Thank you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my office at work. I'll show you guys around. This is my TV. It's behind me. This is my gaming chair, and only once can you guys see I also have a happy hacking keyboard at work, and I got a Logitech mouse. All right. So we've put a ton of effort as a company into getting openpilot to work on computer. I mean, let's add everyone in lobby. Add everyone live on Twitch. Exploring openpilot tools on Ubuntu. Delete that message. Good. All right, cool. We put a lot of effort into making openpilot work on Ubuntu. Let's clean up some of this crap I don't need. Don't need any model. Oh, we got that hype train. All right, let's go. Let's go. We don't need working. I don't know what chain torrent is. I'm sure these notes aren't important, but we'll just move them into documents just in case. And recorded.wave we don't need, and I don't know what the other stuff does. Yeah, openpilot has tools. Openpilot runs on a Ubuntu computer. Like, all of openpilot is not just for little tiny devices. Everything you're going to see me do in this stream, you can play at home. So first, let's go get a drink, and then let's get to work. This stream is brought to you by Recess. It's pomegranate, hibiscus, calming hemp, and adaptogen infused sparkling water. If the font is hard to read, get a better computer. Actually, let me see if I can. I don't really know how to increase it. I don't actually know how to use Ubuntu, so that's too bad. This is what we get. This stream is also brought to you by the comma 2. This comma 2 is broken because it boot loops, but if you buy a comma 2 today, right here on shop.comma.ai, you can buy a comma 2 right here. It includes a free hat. Font size is okay. Change the font. Oh, you don't like the font. Okay, well now you're just nitpicking. Now you are just nitpicking. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's get here. Okay. Right click on Xterm. I'm running XMonad here, so you see I can like move my things. Yeah, so I don't know how to use this. For $10.99, what a bargain. I know, what a bargain. Control plus will not make it bigger. This is the font size you get. If you don't like the font size, well, you know, zoom in. Okay, cool. So first, openpilot is just a repo on GitHub. Control Shift plus. I tried that too. You like the font size. Good, good, good. You're a good person. All right, cool. So this is the clone link that anybody can use. GitHub, comma.ai, openpilot. And I'm just cloning it right into my home directory right now. We've been working on openpilot for about 5 years now. It's actually a pretty mature code base. A lot of great tests. It's also got a whole bunch of submodules, so we can just go through what some of these are quickly. So this is openpilot. Openpilot, for those that don't know, is an open source driver assistance system. So what does that mean? It's like Tesla Autopilot, but it's open source code that anybody can run. Openpilot performs the functions of automatic lane centering, meaning it'll take the steering wheel and keep you in the middle, and adaptive cruise control, meaning it'll do the gas and the brakes, and it works on over 100 car makes and models. So if we go down here, you can see these are all the supported cars. These are all the community maintained cars. We work on pretty much every reasonable car after 2017, except for a few that don't work for different reasons. All right, we got 1,000 viewers. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Great. So yeah, you can see that it's over here cloning right now. So it's a Git repo. openpilot lives on GitHub. We're at almost 25,000 stars. So if you guys want to smash that star button, cheers recess to you. If the sound's unsynced, God, that I got sound to work at all is an amazing feat of Linux. That I got any of this to work on Linux. Actually, it was pretty easy. It just kind of worked. Okay, cool. So now we're in the openpilot repo. You'll notice these red things mean that these symlinks aren't ready, and that's because you still have to do a few more things. So openpilot has a few submodules. So for those that don't know, submodules in GitHub are basically other Git repos that you can import. And we've structured our code base like this because it makes it really easy to like develop these things individually and to conceptually think about an API between them that's clean. Some companies have sprawling mono repos, Google, and you know it makes everything just really difficult to like factorize in your head. So first let's init these submodules. I can just do git submodule init. You'll see that there are 5 of them. Serial is basically our library version of ROS. Serial is both a messaging spec and a high-performance IPC pub sub. So it's an opinionated ROS. ROS lets you pretty much define your own. Serial gives you these log cap ENPs, but if you're building a robotic system or a self-driving car, this is going to already have everything you need in it. See, here are the things we support. CAN messages, GPS messages, gyro messages somewhere, if you can find them. Wait, we haven't refactored sensor events yet? Oh, well, that needs to be refactored, but yeah, either way, it's in sensor events. Serial also includes, so it's just really easy to use Serial. I wrote this demo. Actually, I wrote it during a live stream once. Thank you for the hype train. So this is how you can set up a subscriber and a publisher to use Serial. Leica is our open source GNSS processing library. We basically wrote an RTK lib that was like usable in the modern world. So if you guys know how GPS works, there's a whole lot of satellites, and you can get from a GPS module pseudo ranges to those satellites, which is a distance. Not exactly a distance, it's a distance plus or minus some constant c. So when you solve the system, you solve for both your three-dimensional position and time. So yeah, we described kind of how it works, and we've built our own GPS satellites, GPS processing stuff, and you can see that you can get more accuracy with Leica than you can with uBlocks Live. It lets us do Kalman filters afterwards. And while we're talking about Kalman filters, we'll jump down here to Rednose. Rednose is Comma's open source Kalman filter library. There just aren't really many good ones, so we wrote it from scratch. I believe it's still my C++ code in here. A lot of these were written by our CTO, Harold. Both Leica and Rednose. Serial was written largely by our head of openpilot, Willem. And then we have OpenDBC and Panda. So OpenDBC is DBC files describe the internal messaging spec of your car. So if we look at like here's a Toyota 2017. Toyota, of course, names these all stupidly. Maybe Hyundai names them less stupidly. I know I'm going to be let down by this because they're going to be equally stupid. Oh yes, of course, the CF Spaz disp. Oh yes. But these are all the messages that are flying around on the buses of your car, and this file shows you how to decode them. OpenDBC isn't just DBC files. It also includes this library called CAN, which will let you parse them, and it'll let you parse them at very high speeds. If the audio's out of sync, I don't really know what to do about that. I don't know. Everything just lags. It's Linux. Oh, could this be a make unlogger, not GC pause? Yeah, well, we're working on a new unlogger. There's a new unlogger in the repo, actually. 60 FPS. We are not dropping any frames. I mean, I'm on a sick computer right now. You guys just want to look. We got some, well, I mean, they're old Xeons, but we have 56 virtual cores, 28 real ones, I guess. We have 256 gigs of RAM. We're rocking a Titan V and a 1080. So, you know, I know you guys like looking at the specs. Yeah, if it's dropping for you, it's dropping for you. I don't know. Maybe our internet is just crappy. That should be okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I know, right? Come work at Comma. You can get a sick computer like this, too. We got sick computers for everybody. You guys want to see some real sick computers? Yeah, let me just SSH over here into GPU 06. You want to see something sick? Oh, look at that. Wait. Is that 7 RTX 3090s? No, it's 8 RTX 3090s. Your boy. Each with 24 gigs of high-speed GPU memory. All hard at work right now. Of course, they're not in a data center. They're in a compute cluster. You can't use these GPUs in data centers. Wait. Was that GPU 06? What about GPU 07? What's in GPU 07? Oh, did you mean to say it has 8 3090s? Oh, what? Yo, if you want to come work here and play with mad huge stacks of 3090s, you know, we got that. Used only for this. I play the sickest Minecraft games on this computer. You can see right now it's hard at work playing Minecraft. Look at all those percentages. Yep. If you wanted to buy a 3090 and couldn't, it's because I bought them all. Sorry about that. All right, so let's get submodule update. Let's actually download these submodules into openpilot, and then let's see what we are going to get. I think we've gone over all the submodules. Oh, we haven't gone over Panda yet. Panda is the code that runs in the microcontroller that's built into the comma 2. Does someone do a comma 2 teardown that I can Google? Nope. No good comma 2 teardown. But the comma 2 uses the same microcontroller that's in Panda, which is our first generation hardware here, the STM F413. And one of the cool things about this is there's actually a guide to build functional safety into this microcontroller. So the Panda handles some safety functions that are as-will be. It's all, people are like, openpilot's written in Python, how can it drive a car? Well, it doesn't do any of the safety critical stuff. All the safety critical stuff lives in Panda. And then you can read our safety code here in board safety. We have different safety for each car, which is basically enforcing the openpilot safety model. If I go here, we can look at it. The openpilot safety model is basically two things. In addition to a driver always paying attention, the driver must always be able to take immediate manual control of the vehicle with either pedal or the cancel button, and then the vehicle must not alter its trajectory too quickly for the driver to safely react. So you always will get about 1 second, regardless of the scenario, because openpilot can't jam the actuators. Now, of course, you need to be paying attention at all times, but the safety model gives you some guarantees that, for example, the car will never turn the steering wheel super, super fast or turn it to the point that you can't simply override it. So, yeah. The Panda code is written to MISRA C standard, so it's actually like real automotive quality. MISRA C is the same standard that the automotive manufacturers use. We're doing static code analysis. We have a lot of unit tests. So Panda is kind of like the safety critical component of openpilot that runs on a completely separate microcontroller from the Qualcomm chip that we're using to drive the car. So if you're running openpilot on the comma 2, the comma 2 is a lay equal to Pro 3 with a bunch of mods, put in a plastic case with that safety micro slapped on the back, no battery, and it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820, so that's what openpilot is designed to run on, but of course it can also run on the PC. And that's what we're here to do today. So let's start to take a look in here at openpilot. Now, if you want to build openpilot, you're going to need to do slightly more than me because I've already run effectively Ubuntu setup. Oh, we might have to do a git LFS pull as well. No, looks like we already did that. Okay, cool. So you'll have to install Python. You'll have to pipenv install everything. And we also have this big apt-get, but this has already been run on my computer. Simple. It's just in openpilot, tools, Ubuntu setup. This is my work computer, so it's already set up. Okay, cool. So now we're going to have to build openpilot. We build with the sconce build system. So let's do a sconce J16. Wait, 16? Doesn't my computer have 56 cores? Yeah, 56. Now we're talking. That's fast. All right, we can just go over here in HTOP and watch it build. Oh, look at that. Oh, it builds so fast. 56 cores, what? That's right. See them. Look at them. They're driving hard. So we're building, like I said, come work at Comma. We got great computers. We got some great build environments. OpenPilot has 5,000 forks. That means 5,000 people have taken OpenPilot and modified it in some way or another. There's just a flex stream. Yeah, who wants to see more 3090s? Yo, we didn't even... No, we're not on the MacBook today. We're on my Ubuntu machine. Are we still working on a map solution? Yeah. I can show you this. This is just topic maps. Here we go. So this is in a branch right now in OpenPilot. We are working on navigation. We're working on end-to-end longitudinal. Working on a lot of great stuff for you guys coming soon. Where does our revenue come from? Our revenue comes from right here, shop.comma.ai. Yo, we're just chilling while this is building. Oh, it's done. Wow, that was so fast. If you had a 56-core computer, your builds could be that fast too. No, but it actually builds pretty fast. It's pretty cool. Okay. So now we have OpenPilot. Now, what if we want to run it? Well, let's take a look at some tools, and let's start with this tool, plotjuggler. Right? So I've already done these installation steps here this morning. But you can do them, just install plotjuggler here. And then this file, this rlog, is a file from a device, right? So your device will produce these things, and then we can just run this down here. It's going to load that file from Azure. This is a free file. Actually, everybody can run that command at home. We are giving that file away for everybody if they want something to play with. Let's just give this a second here to load. Hopefully it's going to work. Free file. That's right. Who else is giving you free files? Is Waymo giving you free files? Only if you sign a license agreement. LiDAR is a joke, guys. LiDAR is a joke. You want to hear a funny joke? LiDAR. All right. Well, plotjuggler was supposed to load. It didn't load. Let's try it again. Oh, here. Select the loader to use. Oh, I might need to reinstall the... Because we checked out... yeah. I think we're going to have to rerun install.sh. Let's take a look at what this script does. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to need to download these plugins for plotjuggler, and that's why it wasn't working. I followed the instructions, but then I recloned openpilot, so let's try it again here. Downloads the file. Parses the thing. All right, parsing log. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And throw this over to window 4. There we go. Okay. So this is just an example of some of all the data that openpilot is logging, and you'll be able to look at it, right? So these are these different messages. Actually, if you want to look at where these messages come from, let me get my Chrome back. Here we go. So these messages here are defined in serial. And every comma device is producing these, and we gave you that one. So you guys can play at home right now. If you just go into Tools, plotjuggler, and you just follow these setup instructions and then run this demo, you can play with this at home. Everything I'm doing right here is open source and available for you as well. It should all work on Mac. If you guys find bugs on Mac, we're happy to merge the pull requests. And if you have Windows, bro, Bill Gates got a divorce, didn't you hear? Who's still using Windows? I'm using XMonad if you care about the window manager. Okay, so this is plotjuggler. Plotjuggler is written by this cool guy. I think we're trying to upstream our plotjuggler stuff. I don't know, maybe not. So let's take a look at what some of these things are. Oh, first let's talk about where these things come from. So they come from serial, and this is our messaging spec, and here in log. So let's just X out all of these. We have a tab here, and then we can look at something like car state. All right, so car state is basically the state of your car. That's actually not in this file. It's in car.catpnp. I wrote this stuff when we went from openpilot 0.1 to 0.2. And it was all YOLO, like no tests. Like I would make some changes, I'd go out in the car and drive, make some changes, go out in the car and drive. We've come a long way since then. You know, we've been working at this for 5 years. Okay, so let's take a look at the car state packet here. So they're sorted a little bit differently here. They're alphabetical, they're not alphabetical here. So we can start with something called vego. So ego is your ego vehicle. It means you. V means velocity. So let's plot vego over here. And this is a 60-second window. In fact, maybe to give you guys some context, let's see if we can grab the video. I should show this off. Okay. Let's just go in here to openpilot, tools, plotjuggler. This is going to be just some magic that you have to know, but it might just be public. So if I just do ffplay and I type fcamera.hvec, fingers crossed, there you go. Okay, so this is the route we're looking at. So you can look down here at the vego. Oh, that's probably where you can't see. Oh, you guys can see it fine. Okay, so it's a 1 second video. You see we're going to come to a complete stop at some point. Maybe about halfway through behind this red light. So now we're down here chilling. We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Up, and now it turns green, and now we're gonna start to vego ahead again. And we get the car back up. And this is this unit on the y-axis is meters per second. So this video corresponds to what we're looking at here. Pretty cool. Everything in OpenPilot is chunked into 1-minute segments. So this is a 1-minute segment. So we can look, that's the VEGO. We can look at something like the yaw rate of the car. Yaw rate's on a different axis. Let me just hide this here. I think I can go to split vertically and throw yaw rate down here. Okay, cool. So the yaw rate is how much your car is yawing. We can overlay the brake maybe here. Okay, you can see that obviously we use the brake a little bit to slow down there. We use the brake a little bit to slow down there. We were on the brake while we were stopped, and then we let off the brake. We can check the gas, same sort of stuff. Let's actually throw them down here so we can really see them big. The brake and the gas. Pretty cool, right? Plot juggler. We had Machak, our intern, worked hard on this. Adib's been hard at work on this. Willem's been hard at work on this. We have really an incredible development team working on OpenPilot that's making this stuff possible for you guys. How easy is it to install in a car? Yo, watch like the comma.ai install video. It's like mad easy. Here we go. It takes about 1 minute and 21 seconds. No, it's if you can set up a piece of IKEA furniture, you can install a comma.ai in your car. It's super easy. It requires no irreversible changes to your car. I flew up to Seattle a couple weeks ago. I rented a Toyota Camry. I brought a comma.ai. I put it in the car. I drove 5 hours out east, drove 5 hours back, all with OpenPilot, and then I took it out, and the rental agency didn't know at all. Can I explain how the safety testing system works for random pull requests? We read them. We have a whole lot of automated tests as well. But again, you know, with most things, it's not malicious that you're worried about, it's bugs, right? It's bugs and mistakes. So that's what we're really here to catch. There's no evil people aren't really out there, you know. People love to talk about evil people. People make movies about evil people, but then you look at, you know, some of the greatest tragedies in the world, like the 737 MAX, and it's just bugs and things that are poorly thought through. So, that's car state. Pretty cool. Shows you all things about the state of your car. Like here's a fun one. Look, you're looking at the brakes. You want to look at the brake lights? Well, the brake lights turn on obviously when you're pressing the brakes, right? Seatbelt unlatched. Oh, good. Your seatbelt was latched the whole time. That's good. You guys know what AEGO is? Who knows what AEGO is? Excel, there we go. Acceleration, great. We have another bit called the standstill bit when we're at standstill. Yo, this stuff is like, this stuff is miles beyond anything any OEM has. Pretty cool tools. Okay, what else do we want to look at? Well, so that's car state. Those are things from the car. We can look at driver state. You want to see if the driver was distracted? So let's clear that one up. Let's see, what's the probability that we're seeing a face? Okay, we didn't see that. We saw the face pretty well. Let's see, what's the probability that their left eye is blinking? Oh, somewhat. What's the probability that we see a left eye? Oh, we lost the left eye. Were they wearing sunglasses? Nope, no sunglasses. Were they distracted? Nope, they weren't distracted. Cool. We can look at the face position, the face orientation. So that's like them moving their face around. How about the orientation of their face? We have all this stuff about the driver. Driver camera state. This is stuff about the driver camera state. Not that interesting. Cool. Now, let's get into what makes OpenPilot OpenPilot. This will be back in logcap EMP. We can start looking at the model, right? So let's go back to car state here. Now remember, car state's coming from the car. We'll throw VEGO down here. Let's look at the model. And let's look at the model's prediction of... Okay, it's not in here. Oh, here, camera odometry. That's a separate packet. So we can look at the translation from the camera. And you can see this orange here is how fast the camera thought you were going, just by using the camera. These are the translations on the other two axes. So we use those for calibration. But yeah, you can see it got a little bit confused right there, but that's why we have car state v ego. This is the rotation. You can compare the rotation, not rotation 0, I believe it's rotation 2, to what the car state yaw rate thinks it is. Yaw rate. All right, cool. You can see that that's a negative with respect to the other, so I think I could apply a filter to data scale. Let's do a scale multiplier of -1. Oh no, they all showed up again. All right, let's just X this. Split vertically. Let's look at the yaw rate. Let's look at the axis 2 of rotation. Let's edit. Not that. We want to apply filter to data. We want to do a scale, and we want to do a value multiplier of -1. Boom. So now they match up pretty well. All right, so that's the yaw rate as perceived by the model versus the yaw rate as perceived by the car. Now, of course, we have all other stuff in the model, too. We can talk about whether you have a lead car. Let's look at the distance to the lead car, right? And now you want to bring that video up again, and we can watch and see if they correspond. That's not what I want. What do I want? I want that. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to see, it looks like for a while, there's no lead car. You can see it's up here. We can also throw that over there. We can also go in here and take a look at the probability of the existence of the lead. So you see that we have 0 probability of an existence of a lead until we get to like maybe beyond that light, and then once we're at that light, we're super sure the lead exists and it's really close to you. So this is the number of meters from you to the car in front of you. Can you get live fed the data while watching the video? Yes, and we'll get into how to do this stuff in a minute. So this is all the offline explorer of your data. And of course, I'm showing you this on this one sample piece of data, but if you buy a comma 2 and you put it in your car, all this data is logged, uploaded to our servers, and then you can download it and you can analyze it. You can also pull it right off the device if you don't want to use our servers. It's really just there to make it easier. Cool. We can look at, all right, so let's keep this video up here. Let me throw that up again. Throw that over here. We can look at, for example, the probability of the existence of a left lane. Let me also put the probability of the existence of the right lane here. So you see for a while we get no lanes, and then we're going to start to see a pretty strong right lane right here once we get to here at about 20 seconds into the video. We have the distance to the right lane. We can look at lead cars. We can also look at the holistic path. We can look at how likely you are to be engaged at a certain scenario. We can look at the likelihood you are to disengage using the brake. Yeah, right? Okay, cool. But we're done with this for now. That's what's possible with plotjuggler, and you can just, that's just the example. If you want to do it with your own stuff, check it out. It's all super easy to use. You just log in, and then you can put in, this here is what's called your dongle ID. Your dongle ID is what uniquely determines your device, and this here is your route name. So that's the route. Let's go over here to user admin. Okay, I can't do that. Let me bring up user admin. Dongle ID. Can you connect to the device and show live data? Not right now. But we do have another tool called Unlogger. And it's in Tools Replay Unlogger. Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking Recess. Recess. Yo, guys, there's never been a better time than right now to purchase a comma 2. Get in right now, and you get a great price before the price goes up again, and you also get a free hat. Free hat with purchase of a comma 2. Free hat. Free hat. It doesn't work on your car. What car do you have that you say it doesn't work on? No, you don't get a free car. You do get a free hat while supplies last all May, assuming we don't run out of hats. Is it legal in Canada? So is it legal? I mean, it's not illegal, right? I don't know if you live in a free country or you live in a country where you have to ask permission to do everything, right? If you live in a free country, it's not illegal. Of course, you're responsible for complying with your own local laws and regulations. If you do live in an unfree country, I'm very sorry. You should come here to America, where I drive around all day with my comma 2, and I'm super happy with it. So, you know, I don't know. All I know is I'm in America, and we have freedom. Oh, thank you. Oh, free hat! Whoa, check it out! Yo, you could get one of these if you buy a comma 2 today for only $10.99. $10.99, that's a crazy good price. You know how much Tesla costs? $10,000. You know how much Super Cruise costs? $5,000. Even Ford Blues Cruise costs $1,600. Something called Blues Cruise is more expensive than the comma 2. All right. Blues Cruise. Blues Cruise. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you turn on the Blues Cruise? Nah, Shaggy. I didn't turn on the Blues Cruise. You want to say hi? Ah. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How many people we got? We got a lot of people in the stream? Whoa, 1,200, 300. So if you guys each bought a comma 2 right now, we would run out of comma 2s. Okay. But before we go crazy, let's start playing with unlogger. So I have this tool called unlogger here. I can just type in the route name, and I can type in the segment name, press enter. Unlogger is going to connect to the server. It's going to download the right files. Hopefully. Well, okay, that one's a 404. Let's try this one. Maybe this route's going to replay. This will work with your route once you're logged in. It's pretty easy to do. All right, cool. So these binding things right now, what you're seeing is those are all the different messages being sent around live. So when we were looking in plotjuggler, we were looking at them offline, but now they're all being broadcast on my computer live. Now what's crazy is I can just go in here to UI, run the openpilot UI, and here we go. I'm running openpilot right now on my computer, live, replaying all this stuff. So let's skip ahead here to 300. Got a little bit to load. Unlogger is unfortunately a piece of crap code. We have another one called NUI that we're working on. We're actually going to integrate replaying in with the UI. So we can run this UI, and this is the openpilot UI. We'll leave that up, but we also have a debug UI. I think it's in debug UI? UI view. Let's see what UI view is. Oh, the same thing. Okay, well, wasn't that. Oh, I broke it. I can start unlogger with a time, or I can't. Never mind, none of this works. Up, control zone responsive. Take control out immediately, boys. Take control immediately. Go, we're back on. Skip to 300 again, and let's find my debug UI. Is it internal? No, that stuff's actually internal. It's all public. Where's the Python UI? Did we delete it? Oh, maybe it's in tools. Probably in tools. Oh, there we go. Replay UI.py. All right, cool. So this is the debug UI of openpilot. You can see right here, it's got the lane lines here. These are the radar points from the other cars. Yeah, and then this is what you actually see on the comma 2. So yeah, we're watching all this stuff live. So, you know, when you guys have a problem with openpilot, you can see this is the lead car. If you look here, that white dot is the radar point, and then that green square is the output from the model with uncertainty. And then the red is where openpilot's actually saying the car is right now. Sorry, this stuff's a little laggy. We're working on making it non-laggy, and I can show you some of our efforts toward that. But we're dealing with the same annoyances you are. We'll see if NUI works. Maybe NUI will work. Oh, you see it just turned green? So that means we're engaged right now. So openpilot's driving the car. The driver got yelled at for being distracted. Remember, openpilot's a level 2 system. Always pay attention. We're tracking both those lanes. No lanes over here. You can see these light red. That's actually the road edges. We're going to use them for maps. See this triangle here is looking at our lead car. And all this stuff is open source and works not just on the demo route, but also on your route. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. You guys really believe the Austin and us Illuminar hype? I mean, he's a nice guy. I don't want to rag on him too hard, but SPACs are a scam, bro. What do you do? Yo, I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way, you know? Don't do that. It just rolled a stop sign. I think that was the driver. Yeah. We gotta clean up that UI. Yo, if you guys are game designers and you want to make this like UI look sick, you know, give me a job at comma.ai, jobs at comma.ai, or if you really think you're ready for it, just email George at comma.ai, and we can chat if you got skills, man. But if you don't got skills, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah. Look at that HDR. Gasoline engines are useful. All right, so that's UI. That's the openpilot UI, and we're unlogging everything right now. But we can take it a step further, right? So this is all being run live. I think I can just run controls right here. Now if I run unlogger, the thing shouldn't be able to bind that normally connect to control. Oh, yeah, never mind. Multiple publishers error. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out how to tell unlogger not to publish certain things. Disabled. And we'll figure out what controls. So I think some of this mess stuff might be up to date. Do we have anything about like who broadcasts what? Well, we can just read the code. So if I go in here to controls, we can see there's something called pubmaster. So send can control state, car control, car events, and car params. We're going to have to disable from the replay. All right. Well, actually, no, we also have to tell it what we're replaying, which is this route. Unlogger also works. There we go. Now I can run controls, which should, the Vin query failed, but that's okay. So now this is running controls live. Like it's taking in the information, pretending that there's a car, and it's running controls in the exact same way it runs on the device. So this stuff is how all our testing frameworks work. So bring the UI back up, and you can see that we're out of storage. I don't know what that means. But all of this stuff does run on PC. It's probably because I don't have any disk space left on data. Or maybe on RAID. I don't know. But all right. We also have... Let's see if we have NUI. No NUI. We have a... somewhere, a C++ version of that replay tool that shouldn't lag at all. I don't really know where it is. Oh, Zookeeper. Oh, Zookeeper is our internal testing. Wow, that's public? That's pretty nice of us. Zookeeper is our internal testing infrastructure, which lets you actually physically like test all of this stuff on devices. Is NUI here? Oh, I think it got moved into UI replay. Oh, that's crazy. Replay. Ooh, replay route. Ooh, let's see. What are the odds this is going to work? For events. Specify blob. Oh, because is that the route that doesn't work? Okay, let's go back to that route that I know works. Openpilot tools, plot juggler, cat readme. This one I know works. Replay that. All right, we're replaying. Good. There we go. This is the stable C++ replay. You'll see that all this stuff now is beautifully written in C, so you can toggle all of it just like you can on the device. Look, even the scroll works. OS version, openpilot for PC. You know, click. Oh, the PC's on 4G right now. Can I seek? Seeking doesn't work, of course not. Oh, this thing used to have a crappy UI. Let's see if we can get the crappy UI to work. No, I think the crappy UI is gone. But yeah, this is the new replay infrastructure. More modern, more useful. Very good stuff. All right, what else do we have in tools? I showed you guys plot juggler. I showed you guys replays. Is there anything else we wanted to see? These tools all work pretty well. See stuff in webcam? You guys know about the comma 0? Like, we've done so much stuff, you know? This is all our blog. Self-driving car for free. You can make openpilot run on a gaming laptop, and then you can like stick 2 webcams and it'll drive. So you don't need to buy really anything from us. That is a Black Panda. That is a piece of comma.ai hardware, but look, can error if you make mistakes. Oh, you know what? Let's try one more thing. The simulator. We have a whole simulator for this thing too, and let's see if we can make it work. That's a good thing for this stream. I forgot about the simulator. All right, so what have we seen so far in this stream? We've seen, let's get a Google, not Google Docs, what do I want? Text editor online, just so I can write some words for you guys. Edit pad, create new text note. Can I make it big? Yeah, I can. What is this side? This is terrible. This is the worst text editor I've ever used. Let's try texteditor.co. Oh, no, it's not good. All right, let's try 4 HTML online text editor. Open. Wow, this one looks even crappier. Oh, yeah, okay, good. We're good. All right, let's get rid of this annotation. All right, so we have seen today 2 different ways to use openpilot. 1, plot juggler to view routes offline. 2, unlogger to replay routes live on Ubuntu PC. And 3, we're about to see CARLA simulation with openpilot. So, what are routes? These 2 are using real data. This one is using simulated data. This is using real data offline. This is using real data online. Education. Who is CARLA? What is CARLA? CARLA is a simulator. Open source, cool people, and we made openpilot work in it. We've had, yeah. People have gotten openpilot to drive in all sorts of things. All right, let's give CARLA a try. Now, these things are supposed to work. CARLA? Oh, sim. Okay. Install CARLA? What's the odds this is gonna work, boys? Let's read the instructions before I just go and do things. Cat readme. First, start CARLA. Then start bridge and openpilot. To engage OpenPilot, press 1 a few times while focused on bridge.py to increase the cruise speed. Oh, so we have a low quality mode. Oh, that's cool. All right, that's got to download. That's going to take a little bit. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to Spectre. I can just get rid of that for now. We'll get rid of followers only chat. We'll make it 30 minutes or make it 10 minutes just so we don't get too much spam. Can I show live debugging of the Python code? You guys think I know how to use a debugger? I know how to use print. All right. By the way, all of these tools designed for Ubuntu 2004, but also on Mac, not on Windows. How many people we got working on OpenPilot? Let's go take a look. We have 175. Hey, look, there's me. The front part of this list is mostly Comma employees, except for Dean Lee. Dean Lee is our favorite external contributor. He's out here doing refactors, improving the quality of OpenPilot for everybody, like replace if-defs with hardware abstraction layer. This is what makes code good quality. Yeah. Seeking functionalities coming. We're playing with navigation. We got 084 coming out soon. Yeah. So it's developed by a ton of like different users. You'll see if you look at the release notes for OpenPilot. Oh, 78%. All right. If you look at the release notes for OpenPilot, you'll see like most of the time the car support's being added by external people, and it's different external people every time, which is really cool. So we got like a real, open source project going on here. We only hire engineers for the most part. And it's like, when you look at a company, I saw this really great post. I'm going to shout it out. I know I linked to it in our Slack random. So let me just bring up our internal Slack here where you guys can't see it off the screen. Oh, this is terrible. Slack really doesn't want you to... They really don't want you to use it without the... I don't have the app. I'm sorry, I didn't download the app. Make your web apps work. It's IRC, bro. Make your web app work. All right, cool. So you guys can see, like, there was an issue filed on OpenPilot this morning where... here. While engaged, it failed to brake for a lead car. So we can like look at this video. This stuff's around here. So you'll see what happens here is there's a red light. This car is braking, but this car doesn't brake hard till right there. So then this car ends up braking hard. So, we did a plot juggler analysis of that route, and we found that OpenPilot actually was at max braking already when the user took over. So it's cool. Yeah, so this is like why we only hire engineers. We hire some operations people as well, but we don't hire, for example, like sales and marketing or technical writers, because of this trend at companies that basically looks like this. I just think this is like technical skills over time. Comma is a highly technical company. After we solve self-driving cars, I want to go on to solve all of robotics. So you know we got a long path ahead of us, and it's going to be very technically hard. And at some point, the technical skills of the company become negative. And what does that mean? That your company knows so little about what it does that if you were to ask a random person on the street for advice on the thing that your company makes, they're more likely to provide correct answers than the people that actually work for the company. And this, for example, can be seen in the 5G division. When you ask someone working in a big telecom company what 5G is, they will tell you a whole story about self-driving cars. And it's all bullshit. And the people on the outside know that, look, maybe it's a faster phone. I don't know. But the people on the outside are not fooled that the 5G phone will actually improve your soccer skills, as one of the Dutch communication companies is currently claiming. So at some point, your technical contribution as a company becomes negative, and that's the point of no return. Because then also, no good technical person wants to work there anymore. We have incredible people here working on this project. And we do it because, well, you know, they want to be around other incredible people who are working on a really difficult challenge in a really smart way. So yeah. Okay. Didn't work. Easy install command is deprecated. All right, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's an okay error. Let's just hope it's an okay error. Can we start CARLA? Oh. All right, we got to download a Docker. We love Docker. That was linked on Hacker News. You helped with this? With what? Oh, and how fast our internet is? No, our internet sucks. I mean, I think it's gigabit down, but our up is pretty bad. My internet at home is fast. Symmetric gigabit. I actually think we didn't have to do install CARLA, and we might want to consider deleting it, because I think it's all just moved to start CARLA now. Because it's all in Docker. Yeah, Docker. Using that NVIDIA Docker. It would be nice if unlogger was not so CPU intensive. Well, yeah, and that's why you got to use replay in UI. This is a C++ reimplementation of unlogger. It borrows some parts from my old NUI. We allow openpilot to be engaged at all times. We trust the user for that. All right. While that Docker downloads, we can talk about some more parts of openpilot. So self-drive is where a lot of the main folders are. We used to have a little diagram of how all these services communicated, but I don't know where the diagram went. Maybe it's in serial? Not there in serial. I don't know. Self-drive? Well, the services all communicate in some weird way that, you know, somebody should document. But basically here, so we'll look at controls. Controls is the main process that's actually driving the car. And you see it publishes send can, control state, car control, car events, and car params. It listens for the state of the device, the state of the panda, the model, how calibrated it is. One of the big engineering challenges that we've overcome here is, oh man, wait, I gotta find this. No, you gotta, oh. No. Lyft built a turntable to calibrate their cars. Like, they put the car on a huge turntable. Oh, yes, here. Yes, here we go, look. I just want you to think about the amount of money that went into that compared to all of comma.ai. We just wrote some clever software that runs on what's basically a cell phone. Here's a comma 2. I see I'm working on the boot loops. And here's neon gold. This is the older generation hardware. All right, maybe the Docker's running. We can try it. This is the older generation hardware, but it all calibrates entirely using software and intelligence. Tesla's doing the same thing. Tesla's all calibrating We watched them struggle with their calibrator pretty much the same way we did. All right, so what do we have to do next? We have to start openpilot Docker. Let's start openpilot Docker. Oh, we got to download that too. Love downloading stuff. The turntable salesman. Look at this. What a joke. Do they think that's the future? Do they think their cars are always going to have to be parked on turntables? Man, if we road hop more of the stuff we do here. This is a great post by our head of research, Harold, who's now our CTO. How we can drive without lanes. It's similar to what NVIDIA is doing. It's similar to what NVIDIA is doing with DriveNet, but we're doing it at scale. Not DriveNet. I forget what it's called. But there's a bunch of guys in New Jersey working on it. What framework do we use for comma.ai? Like this website? I don't know. I didn't make it. Vue, I think. Is that a framework? The blog is Jekyll. Wow, Docker's slow. Don't buy Doge. No, we don't support Doge. Don't feed that meme. So here are all the cars. It's super easy when you're checking out your comma 2. You can just like click a car. It'll automatically add the correct harness for your car. You can click buy now. Remember, it's a dev kit and doesn't ship with any software. So if you want openpilot, you're going to have to install it yourself afterward. But there's plenty of tutorials that'll help you out with that. When you have the device, you'll be able to install any software you choose at your own risk. I agree, add to cart. It just adds to your cart, and then you can check it out. Oh, yes! Okay, we got the openpilot Docker. All right. All right. Vehicle online. Oh, we're up in CARLA. Wow, that was so easy. That was just 2 slashes, boys. I should have read the instructions and not installed CARLA. Okay. I just go over here and I press 1 a few times. All right, we're engaged. Let's go. So this is all, you can do this right from your computer at home. It's super easy to do. You can see the model here working on this. The model's probably predicting a little more lane there because most roads are banked. I don't think there's any bank on these CARLA roads. You can see openpilot's doing a fine job of driving. In fact, what if I go crazy here? Can I disable the use of lane lines? Oh, yo, we got to fix our Docker. There's supposed to be a kale emoji there. So now, all right, so you can see that it's driving beautifully. It's using the lane lines. We got the road edges displayed here, but I think there's some chance if I restart CARLA, it's actually going to take this on-road and off-road, and it's going to respect my laneless mode. Let's see. Nope, probably not. Well, that's bridge. Oh. Wait, I don't understand. Let's restart bridge. Okay, can error's gone. I know if we I want to go on-road and off-road. Well, I guess we can restart openpilot. Is this all going to work? Okay, openpilot's dead. Launch openpilot. Oh, yeah, look at that red. That means now we are in openpilot laneless mode. I've just enabled carrot model. Not carrot model. Carrot model was a scam, but I've enabled... My friend just texted me, time to sell my Doge. Sounds like someone's watching the stream. Get your Doge, boys. Now we got Kale enabled right here in CARLA, and you can see that Kale is driving in CARLA. Boys, Boys, do you understand the accomplishment here? You can replicate this on your computer with entirely open source software. Yo, it's driving with no lane lines through a world full of fake trees and a fake sun and lots of other stuff. GG, I think this is a beautiful place to end the stream. By the way, I want to shout out Adib, Willem, Macha. I think Wei Xing worked on some of this stuff. Vivek worked on some of this stuff. Amazing job to everybody who made the openpilot tools actually work. Research worked on it too. Harold and Mitchell worked on it. Everyone worked on it. Sure, Chris worked on it. Nick worked on it. Everyone complained about it. Everyone on Discord who's contributing. You guys make openpilot what it is. Thank you all for watching my stream. Thank you all for being here. This stream was a shill for two things. This stream was a shill for three things. If you already have a comma.2 and you're like, wow, I can explore my data and improve openpilot. Yeah, do that. You don't have to work here. You don't need anything from us. We've given you all these tools to help you make your car better. That's what it's all about. This is also a shill for after you've done that, after you've contributed a bunch of things to openpilot. People are always like, oh, George, I don't have the skills. How can I get a job here? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's some people who actually don't have the skills, but there's some people who just think they don't have the skills. Show you have the skills, right? Contribute. Openpilot's open source. Submit pull requests. GitHub, comma.ai, openpilot. Let's move this guy over a little bit. We can, we'll shill for the GitHub right here. Yeah, just look at all the people submitting pull requests. If you guys think you can contribute, you know, check it out. It's open source code. Fork it. Yeah. Pull request to fix spelling errors. Meh. Yeah, if you're interested in a job here, that's the other thing we're shilling for. San Diego on-site or Rotterdam on-site. We're not a remote company. I think a lot of remote work's a scam. You know, we work hard, but we build something real, and that's the cool thing about it. Like, you know, you work at some companies like, oh, it's great, I can slack off all day. But then when you're on your deathbed and you're like, what did I do with my life, man? You know, you're just going to be like, I didn't do shit. I slacked off and took the easy route, you know? Or you can, you know, be like, dude, I saw self-driving cars. And I think that's pretty sweet. That's why I keep doing this. We have a Europe office, thanks Trump. And we have an America office in San Diego. Yeah, I'm anti-remote work. I think, I don't know what, like, we have a culture. We have a culture of excellence. We have a culture of quality. We have a culture of knowing things. We have a culture of, you know, like, being good at things. What kind of culture can you have remotely? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, boys. It's not perfect. Feel free to improve it. Do we allow work from home at all? Yeah, if you like work from home 1 day a week, yeah, that's fine. Just not remote. Will you ever get commented code? You come here and add comments. If you submit pull requests and they're good comments, we'll merge them. It actually drives much better in real life. Oh no, we hit the torque limit. The other thing that I'm here to shill for, aside from contributing to openpilot, getting a job at comma.ai. We have a website for that, comma.ai/jobs. This is our company mission: solve self-driving cars while delivering shippable intermediaries. You know, people come to me and they're like, George, but you know, don't you want to like sell it to a lot of people and market and partner? And I'm like, bro, we want to solve self-driving cars while delivering shippable intermediaries. That's the company mission. You gotta have a mission these days, you know, because otherwise you'll end up in the weeds, man. You know, you'll end up doing who knows what. You know, some companies that just go way off track. We got a company mission: solve self-driving cars while delivering shippable intermediaries. So yeah, we're hiring. Yeah, and it's pretty cool that we do it. So like, we have programming challenge. We do a couple phone interviews, And then we'll bring you out, all expenses paid, for a micro internship, which is like a 2-3 day work with the team, work in our real code base. You know, you feel it out to see if it's a good fit. So that's pretty cool. Software engineer, yo, can you build a Waze-like app people will use? Willem's been actually doing a great job on this, but we're always looking to hire someone to help out build navigation for openpilot. Our stuff's all in Qt5 now, same as Tesla. You got to have some C++ coding skills. If you have good design sense, that's nice. You can see the font is not as good as it used to be. And ability to deliver on a quality experience. We really pride ourselves on our experience. Senior full stack engineer. I can't believe the amount of people who apply for this job that are full stack engineers, and like I ask you if you know how the internet works, and turns out people don't know how the internet works. Like, bro, what port is DNS on? You should know that, right? If you don't know that it's 53, I don't know what you've been doing with your life. Not being a full stack engineer, probably only coding in Node.js or something. But if you know stuff like that and you're like, bro, that's easy, I could actually tell you about like synac and ACK and all that stuff, then yeah, you might be a good fit for this. I just ask one question. I'm like, I go to google.com, what happens, right? Like I type it in my little browser on Linux, and we could go all the way down to timer interrupts if you want, man. Interface designer, engineer. We're trying to take openpilot to the next level with interface, design experience, implement this stuff. You can see we're really pushing on this. It's our Qt UI, interface designer. Help out with the apps as well. The apps are kind of a trash pile right now. We hired a guy in Rotterdam, Joost, who's really improving that situation pretty fast. We'd have a new app to you guys, but unfortunately, Apple and the 30%. Oh yeah, we crashed. Oh no, boys. Oh no, the car crashed. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Is there a button for this? Let's read the README. It actually drives better in real life than the simulator, because we put a lot more time into driving in real life than the simulator. I don't know. How do I? Uh-oh. Exit all. Alright, well, so that was good while it lasted. It drove for a nice, reasonable 20 minutes or something? 3 minutes? Yo, if you want to come here and you want to get a job and you want to fix a simulator, that's cool. We want to add more scenarios to the simulator too. Do we have any junior positions? I don't know what that means. I've heard people say this before, like, will I hire you if you're fresh out of college? Sure, I'm not going to discriminate. I'm super I think discrimination's for losers, man. Like, people who are like, you have this, or you have that, or you're this, or you're that. I don't care. The only thing I'm discriminating based on is whether you got skill. So if you got skill, welcome. I don't care if you're junior. I don't care if you're senior. I don't care if you're a dog, man. If a dog showed up and be like, ruff, ruff, I can program. Ruff, ruff. And like, I'd be like, yo, pull requests. Then be like, ruff, I submitted 3 pull requests to openpilot. I'd be like, congratulations, man. I'll even buy you a dog chair or whatever it is you want. You want bones? We got bones for lunch. We can make that happen. It's all about having skills, and it's all about being able to, contribute at a high level to these kind of projects. Ruff, 53, ruff. ML engineer, data scientist, research is probably the hardest team to get hired for around here. But people have done it. Research is working on actually making those models. This is one of the areas, look, we're behind Tesla in hardware. We're maybe on par with Tesla in infrastructure. They're probably a bit ahead of us, actually. They're way ahead in hardware. They're ahead in units installed, but I do think we're ahead on machine learning. I do think our ground truthing is all automatically supervised. If you saw what we dropped on Twitter yesterday. Do openpilot tools work? Let's find out. Who's watching the stream? Wow, it's so self-referential. We're on the stream looking at the Twitter, shilling for the stream. No, we have a CTO. See the yellow line? Coming soon to the comma 2. This is all unsupervised. This is this new thing called stop lines. And it's going to say, yo, see that line? Humans stop there. And we can be like, openpilot, you stop there too. Do we pay with cheap ETH? No, we pay you with real US dollars. If someone came in and was like hardcore about wanting to be paid in crypto, I think we could make that happen too. I understand people who are like, I don't want to be a part of the system. Senior software engineer, safety engineer. We're always looking for people to improve the safety of openpilot. So this is a bit of data science. It's a bit of actually working on the Panda code, expanding the safety model of openpilot to start to allow things like, well, so right now we disengage always when you press the gas, but that's going to have to change when we ship stop signs. I won't pay you in Ripple. I'm sorry. Only some of the positions are available in Rotterdam. Look, I mean, how serious are we about these positions? Like, if you have skills and you can contribute to this project and you can convince that you can contribute to the project from Rotterdam, we'll happily hire you over there. I mean, Willem kind of runs Rotterdam. If you impress Willem, you got a job. You don't even have to impress me. Electronics engineer. We got an intern who's working on this. It's working out pretty well. So yeah, there's that. And infrastructure engineer. Oh, we're very excited to hire for infrastructure engineer. We have an incredible infrastructure engineer right now, Greg. He built this. We have this whole data center. I wish I could show you guys. We got a 2 petabyte spinning disk array. We have almost a petabyte of SSDs. Here's like data.comma.life. This is where all of our data is stored at the office. You see, that's just some of the data. I don't care about degrees. Sorry, not a data center. Well, okay, the part that has the hard drives is a data center. But the GPUs are in a separate part that's not a data center. That's right. The data center does have V100s in it. That's true. The 3090s are just under somebody's desk for research. About 20 employees right now. I don't have a degree. I do not care if you have a degree. Yeah. All right, so the things I'm to shill for. Contributing to openpilot. I showed you guys how to contribute. I showed you guys how to do it with your own car. Where's my little document? Yeah, plotjuggler to view routes offline, unlogger to replay routes live, and then CARLA simulation with openpilot, where it only sometimes crashes into the wall. We're not looking for investment. Our revenue is about to surpass. We've raised $8.1 million, and our all-time revenue is about to pass that. I'm very excited. We are a profitable company, so we're not really looking for investors right now. I played around with the idea a little bit, but sales were so good. I'm like, yo, just like, thank you people for supporting us. I'm glad to see that you all like what we're doing. Really, I was at dinner last night, and my friend's friend came up to me and she's like, yo, I bought an openpilot in January. I bought a comma 2 and I just went on some road trips and it's mad chill. And just like people who you'd never think, people who you'd never think like would get openpilot went out and got it. Will we ever go public? No, fuck the finance people. I do not like them. Sam, I am. If the regulations ever shape up such that we can put comma stock on the blockchain, if we could wrap comma stock with an ERC20, think Tether for private equity, I'm interested in doing that. So that would be the closest you get to us going public, but are we ever going to IPO or God forbid SPAC? No. But really, I mean, let's just get rich and pay dividends. Like, private equity, bro. Keep it private, keep it controlled. Don't let the finance people own your shit because you'll end up like that thing that I posted. Bird Hub. I don't remember where it is. You know what? I'll post that in chat because you guys all should read it. Everybody should read that. And, you know, it's never going to happen here. Internship. Wow, it says they're only in Rotterdam. We could technically do internships here in San Diego, too. Yeah, this is Vivek's blog post. He put it on Twitter. He's joining us full time. Yeah. Do people from good old car companies... Honestly, like, we got to reach out recently from a car company, and, like, they're serious, kind of, but I think there might just be, just an upheaval in this industry, right? These companies don't understand software, and they also think that, like, their brand matters. You know, I just did a thing for, if I search for, like, top 10 Android phones. Look at the top Android phone. The top Android phone is the OnePlus 9 Pro. OnePlus is a company that's been around for under 10 years, and they're now making, like, the best Android phone. Right? It's not any company you've heard of. Look, Google, Samsung, right? Where's BlackBerry? Where's Nokia? Where's Motorola? These unstoppable phone giants 15 years ago are now nowhere. Yeah. Moto. They continued a little bit, but they were, like, bought and sold for their IP 3 times. Samsung's still there, yeah. You know, I'm when it comes to OEMs, like, the OEM that I would take the most seriously if they reached out to me is, like, Hyundai. Because I think Hyundai understands the future, right? If, like, GM reached out to me, I'd throw up a little bit in my mouth, like... Oh, yeah, I want to ride around in my Chevy Bolt. Oh, God, even the worst cars they make. I didn't respond. What do we have a whole back office that responds to things. If you really reach out to me and grab my attention, my email is george@comma.ai. You know someone at Hyundai, but, like, we don't think it's going to work that way, right? Like, I'm not going to, like, talk to Hyundai's business development team. The engineers at Hyundai, at Honda, at Toyota, at Volkswagen, at Subaru are going to go out and buy comma 2s, put it in their personal car, and be like, yo, you guys have seen, if you guys haven't seen this is Consumer Reports from last November. Bros. Sorry Cadillac, sorry Tesla, sorry Ford, sorry Audi, sorry Mercedes, sorry Subaru, sorry Hyundai, sorry BMW, we're not even going to name those. Comma 2. King of the ADAS. We're beating Tesla. So if you look at how we're beating Tesla, it's interesting. So Tesla actually beat us on capabilities. But Tesla lost out massively at keeping driver engaged because their touching the wheel thing is terrible. Clear when safe to use is terrible. Like, you guys saw my Tesla stream. Those complaints were not, like, for show. Like, I want to see Tesla be great. I'm not here to dump on anybody. Like, you know, I appreciate quality. And there's some things about Tesla that are really nice, like capabilities and performance. But when it comes to, like, their driver monitoring solution or their confusing as fuck, like, UI, well, you know. No, yeah, the Germans are like, our veins run with gasoline, and, like, that's great, man, but, like, your veins gotta run with Python, because that's how you build a modern car company. Oh yeah, the R&D price for consumer, it's a joke. It's a joke, but yeah, if you like winning, come work at Comma. If you want to just experience winning yourself, buy a Comma 2. We support a whole lot of cars. If someone's like, I want to buy a comma 2, but my car's not supported, post in chat right now what your car is. Yeah, sorry about the Volvo. The newer F-150s, if you don't have a lockout, we can do that. Okay, if you have a car that's older than 2015, I can't help you at all. Those Kias, if they're new, they should totally work. 2020 Subaru Impreza works, bro. Buy one. Okay, so we're not going to be able to support Volvo, Benz, I think we tweeted this. We tweeted, like, we support all the brands except for, like, the few we can't support. My God, I can't believe I just saw a picture of Donald Trump. Ugh. Ultra rare merch, bro. That's the old hat. If you want a new hat, buy a comma 2 right now. Get a hat. You guys just click the buy button right now. I'll go look at my Shopify. We'll come in. Chris, if you're watching this, let's have a buy-a-thon right now. How can we have a buy-a-thon? No, I haven't been to the office in Rotterdam. They won't let me in there, man. You just got here. Can you run you through how to contribute? Rewind, bro. You heard of the rewind button? Press it. 1% off. Yeah, we do $1 off. But yeah, or, you know, if you just want to right now go clone openpilot, check out that plot juggler thing I showed at the beginning of the stream. Check out CARLA. Seems like it's just 2 Docker containers now. That's great. Why not Skoda Octavia? I think we support some Skodas, don't we? I think we could do that. Yeah, it's just like, why not? Like, add support. You can do it. Why can't I go to Rotterdam? It's like restrictions. I don't know. I haven't tried that hard. Will the Sonata Hybrid get vision along with the iSonata? Sonata? Yes. And there's no reason the Hyundai hybrids can't work. It's just somebody needs to put a little bit of effort into upgrading the Panda safety and make the gas signal work. Where's the Pytorch model? Oh, I didn't show you guys the models. The models are in this folder here called models. So we provide the models in 2 formats for you guys. Why is there something called current? I don't understand why that's there. Oh, that's just the name of the... That's gross. This is just a text file that says what the, like, internal IDs of the model are. I don't know. Maybe that's not that gross. I'll think about it more. But we provide the models in 2 formats. So DLC is the format that runs on the device using our hacked version of SNPE, which adds need on top of it for more. We could have a whole stream about that. No remote. Onyx is the most standard model format. We use, I can't think of it right now, Microsoft Onyx Runner. I might just call it Onyx Runner. Yeah, Onyx Runtime, that's it. So you can use this thing called Onyx Runtime to run it. There's also tons of tools to deal with Onyx. People are like, but why don't you open source the Pytorch model? I'm like, that is the Pytorch model. We save the Pytorch models in Onyx format. No, I said SNPE, this. Snapdragon Neural Processing SDK. Yeah, so this thing. And then we like build this thing on top of it called Need. So this is the models, and if you want to see the code that actually runs the models, we can go in here to openpilot in self-drive Model D. And this is Model D, which actually runs the models. This is Need. Need is an SNPE accelerator. I know SNPE is already an accelerator. I'm shilling for it because I wrote it, and I'm excited about it. We don't hire installers. We don't hire salespeople. We hire, like, because that stuff doesn't pay returns. If you build software, if you build good infrastructure, if you build solid tooling, and if you build, you know, very mature code bases, like, that stuff will pay returns thousands of times over, and that's why we're going to be a billion-dollar company. I don't know what security means. Like, people are like, security. I have no idea what security means. You know, as someone who, like, worked in it, like, would I hire myself, like, someone to find bugs? No, that's worthless. Customer service pays returns. We do customer service, contractors. We're trying to... features roadmap. Yeah, we can talk about that. So this is the 0.9 features roadmap. And then I think we have other ones too. Deeb linked me to them once, but I forget exactly how to get to them. If we just look, the tags. So this is the tag for 084. So this is what we have to get done for 084, and then we have a whole bunch of tags for 085 as well. 085, here we go. So this is the stuff that's going to get in 085. But these are the 0.9 things, vision only longitudinal, end-to-end longitudinal. You're going to be able to put the blinker on, and it's going to automatically take the exit for you. It does not take exits. That's been fixed for a long time. 100% DM. There's still some false positives we gotta get rid of them, but things are a lot better. We just trained a brand new DM model. It's not gonna make 084, but it is gonna be in 085. We gotta support big model. There's a pull request in progress for that. Auto tune, is the auto tune on? No more hugging. We're doing pretty well on CPU. We're bringing openpilot into like, we have a lot of testing, but we can even go further with this to be able to like replay openpilot in bulk on thousands of routes before we ship any versions of it. So that's what that means. Multi-language support. I got a list of languages we're going to support. Reduce ping pong. This has already been done. We were paying log entries like $1,000 a month. We replaced it with our own thing. I don't know if we replace Sentry. Replace off-road with QT. That's already done. Yeah, the Kia Forte 2020, I know it might say sorry, but, like, I'm sure that car will work. Oh, wait. Really? Oh, that's a bug. Because it says right here that it supports it. You're telling me that if I go to comma.ai, right here, it says Kia Forte works. Will it work on my Kia? Are you trolling me? What do we have bugs? Forte 2020. Does your car have a built-in camera? Oh, yeah. Oh, it needs to have a built-in camera. Oh, if it doesn't have a built-in camera, it's not supported. I didn't see this. Yeah, that means it needs that thing. Same for Skoda. The brand doesn't even show up. Oh, yo. Chris, we gotta make Skoda show up. We gotta add Skoda to the website. Your car doesn't have the intelligent cruise control. Yeah, that's too bad. Will 09 come before July? No. Can I come back to my note about security? What is security, bro? Just good engineering. Security is good engineering, right? We don't have a separate security team. It's everyone's job. Oh, but you can't be everyone's job. Yeah, we can. What do I think mobility will look like 20 years from now? I can't say anything about 20 years from now. 5 years from now, it's going to be like it is today, but with more openpilot and autopilot. And maybe even Mobileye will show up with something like Windows Phone. 2016 Hyundai Elantra, I think that's a little too old. How good are stop lines? They're okay. We're still working on them. You can't find the hat. So the hat, I believe the only way to get the hat is if you buy a comma 2 and it includes a free hat. But we maybe include the hat if we go to merch. You can buy beanies for $69, and the beanie will never be sold for less than $69. So it's a good buy, always. We put a floor on those NFTs. Yo, you need that hat? Well, buy a yo, this is a sick hat. Free hat with purchase a comma 2. Yo, it's adjustable to fit my big head. Ooh, big head on the beat. Ooh. T-shirt is sold out? Yo, why is our t-shirt sold out? I'm gonna go complain about that. You want the hat? Buy a comma 2. Ooh, big head on the beat. When will Elon finally integrate openpilot to Tesla? When will iOS run Android, boys? International interns that don't have a U.S. visa? Rotterdam. We can also maybe... We're good... You know, I think that the immigration... You know, I think immigration is rough in America. And we're happy to do what we can to help you out as a company. No, I'm not doing CTFs. Do I ever get burnt out? No, that sounds like it's for bitches, man. You buy the NFT? You want to do it the other way around? Android on iOS? Yeah, that's what I meant. Can I add baklavas? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Is that a dessert or a hat? AI or car controls? I mean, long term, more and more of comma is going to be research, but I don't know. No, there's like a long tail of car controls as well. It's like they're just very different problems. All right, so buy a comma 2, contribute to the GitHub, and let's just bring up a third window here. And if you're qualified, apply or job. GitHub. Shop. Free hat. Job. Also tools. Check out the tools. Check out the tools. You guys can use them at home. You guys can play at home. You'll buy a comma 2 just to get a hat. Yo, that's hardcore, bro. That's hardcore. You said you're going to end the stream a while ago, dude. Do something more useful. Yeah, good point, bro. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for supporting my Twitch. If you like me, subscribe. If I like looking, I'm like, oh my god, I got so many subscribers today. Maybe I'll even start streaming again. Or if I looked and we sold like 50 comma 2s. Yo, if I sold 50 comma 2s, man, that'll be a crazy day. That'll be a crazy day, and I'll definitely be more excited about streaming, and I'll do more openpilot streams for you guys. So yeah, these are my notes. Check out my notes. Read my notes. You guys can do all this on Mac too. Yeah, it's a dev kit. That's right. Check how many got sold. Most commas sold in a day. Yo, like last year Black Friday was crazy. We made like 650K in November last year. Yeah, I think the dev-related content will help people submit PRs. I agree with that. Can you get a free hat with the phone call? The phone call is no longer, with the president. The phone call is with the head of business development. There was some people buying the phone call who shouldn't have been buying the phone call. And if you buy the phone call and you shouldn't be buying the phone call, you don't get a phone call. $650 in revenue, yeah. Oh, well, the price used to be $9.99, and like someone DM'd me yesterday and was like, bro, I know it's $10.99 now, but can I get it for $9.99? And I'm like, no. And you can wait till it gets to $11.99, and then I won't give it to you for $10.99, but you can get it for $10.99 now, so it's a pretty good deal. Who are the people who shouldn't buy? If you expect a consumer product and didn't read the word dev kit. If you're a whiner or a hater. Or if you don't have a supported car. So just those group of people. Did we really hire biz dev? No, we did not. It's kind of a joke, but it's also to stop, I mean, yes, there's somebody at comma with the title VP of Business Development. Are they a hired biz dev person? No, they're an engineer. They're an engineer who thought that title would be funny. Is it legal to use it in Europe? I gave you the talk already about freedom, right? Like, I live in a free country. In America, we don't ask the question, is it legal? We ask the question, is it illegal? And is it illegal? I don't think so. It's pretty damn close to a consumer product. It is. It is. We're getting there. Can you get it for $1,500? Yes. Use promo code, I want to pay more money. Again, is it illegal? That's what we ask. And no, it's not illegal. The other thing, too, is like people are like, but my insurance. We've had a whole lot of people now who call their insurance company, explain to them what the device is, and the insurance company is like, okay, I'm fine with that. Like, insurance is fine with this kind of stuff for the most part. I mean, call your insurance company if you want to make doubly sure. But people think it's going to void their insurance or void their warranty. It's not. Insurance, I mean, we don't know. We don't actually have the statistics, but I'll say this, like now, knock on wood, we've driven 40 million miles, and like there have been some accidents, but there haven't been any injuries, right? There definitely haven't been any fatalities, which means we're doing way better than Uber. So like, yeah, I mean, there have been accidents, obviously. Humans get into accidents once every 500,000 miles, but again, we're not sure we're getting them all, but as far as I can tell, the accident rate with comma 2s is significantly lower than the average. So again, why wouldn't an insurance company want to cover you? The answer is no reason they do. So again, no promises about your insurance company. But Lusper, thank you for gifting subs. You get a free question. And as far as warranty goes, like if your engine breaks, the dealer's not going to void your warranty because you installed this. They don't even know if you take it out. But I don't like. They can't even legally do that. Like, if they want to try to void your warranty, they have to show that the failure was caused by the aftermarket product. Yeah, Ford is annoying because of the lockout. We could do Ford. I don't know. Maybe it's time to revisit Ford. I always say that, and I never do. Will it work on your Tesla? If your Tesla has autopilot, AP1 or 2, yes, but it's going to take a bit more work. Yeah, hashtag not legal advice. What about Audi? Yo, the hat. Oh, yo, if the hat's illegal in your country because it's just too much freedom. I mean, I don't know. Is this hat legal in, like, North Korea? I don't know, man. Not to rip on North Korea. I'm sure Kim's got a nice country going on there. But I don't know if the hat's legal there. It just reminds people of freedom. Chrysler's a mess. Yeah. You definitely can be arrested for tweeting the wrong things. Free speech does not mean a license to say anything at all you want. There's definitely things you can't say, but, you know, that's not, like, they're, like, things, like, obvious, you know? The hat will make you better coder. Just like 5G will make you better at soccer. Why is Hyundai a good-looking company? Because, like, look at their nice, shiny, you know, they just got the best CarPlay experience. What else we got? I think that's all we got. All right. Oh, well, actually, did you have a question? Lusper, did you have a question? You gifted subs. If you gift subs, you get a free question. Honestly, drop the AI and just sell hats. Are we using attention blocks? No. It's just it's an efficient epi too. You should stop. You wanted to stop like half an hour ago. We're here. No question. Just wanted to say I love your recent blog post and podcast. Thank you. Is Luminar competition? No, there's scams, man. There's scams. We have two areas of competition. All right, and like Tesla's not really our competition. Our competition is like Mobileye and legacy automakers, right? Like who's Linux's competition? Well, it's like Windows, right? It's not really Mac, it's Windows. So who's our competition? Well, it's Mobileye. No, you can't buy shares. Nope, private equity, bro. Yeah, if I could tie my company shares to ERC20, I would do it, but you know, there's a lot of legal implications. Oh, Neo? Oh, I like Neo. I like Neo. Chinese are gonna win cars, bro. Just like OnePlus. Okay, everybody. We were live for 1 hour and 42 minutes. Oh, that's a pretty short stream, actually. That's why it feels like there's got to be more stream. If you did a SPAC, you're a scammer. That's all I'll say. No, I don't want money. I've told you guys, I don't know what I'd buy. You know what I'd like to buy? A solution to self-driving cars. Oh, but I can't buy one. We're trying, though. If anyone knows how to buy one, I'm interested. Comma will pay any amount of money. By AIXI. Yo, just proceed to check out. Buy a comma 2 right now. Check out this beautiful. Get a very rarely sent email about new products and promotions. Oh, I can't believe that's our copy. I think we let you pay with crypto too. Is that one for crypto? I don't know. I didn't make our website. You're trying deep. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, here's another way you can contribute. We have a whole bunch of GitHub. We have a whole bunch of repos on GitHub. It's not just openpilot. Oh, this is my private GitHub. We're gonna get rid of that. Comma 10K. If you guys like labeling images, you know, they look like this. You guys can like label all those pixels. It helps our AI. This is like our first stage in the processing. We call it the segnet. We use it to filter out all the movable objects when we're trying to derive the ego motion of the car. Getting very precise ego motion of a car is hard. Rebuying the old Eon promo. No more Eons, no more trade-ins. Eons are like 2 years ago now. That's so 2 years ago. If you buy a comma 2, does a small box come with a car? We do not sell cars, unfortunately. Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll buy Ford. What do you guys think? What does MIT license mean? I'll show you. Permission is hereby granted free of charge to anybody obtaining a copy of this software to deal in the software without restrictions, including limitations, blah, 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 blah. Also, you don't get any warranty. I've been pretty happy with Shopify for the most part. They've been pretty good to us. Cool. Okay. That's it. That's really it for the stream. That's really it for the stream. We'll just leave you with this. Real data offline. Real data online. Simulated. Submit. PR. Get job. Buy, comma 2. Free hack. Big, 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 big. All right. Thank you, everybody. If you come work here, yeah, if you come work here, I'll give you 2 hats.